Guys, good morning. Guys, good morning. Time to start. I hope that everything is working. I hope that you see me. I hope that you see the chart. And I hope that you prepared for another live stream. As always during these live streams, I will teach you how to analyze the markets. I will teach you how to apply multiple time frame analysis. I will teach you how to read the price action and how to make predictions analyzing the technicals. And remember that during these live sessions, we have a live chat here on YouTube. And in a live chat, you can ask me questions. In a live chat, you can ask me to analyze any instrument you want. And if you're here, if you are watching, say hello in the live chat, say good morning, say good evening, say good day, depending on your time zone. And also, as always, if you have any issues with the live stream, please notify me in the live chat because that is the easiest and the quickest way for us to fix the issues. Hello, Paul. Hello, Rady. Hello, Tijoro. Hello, Metallica, Big, Lucky Dan, Ephraim. So many members here again. Kairong here watching this live stream. Hello, Anthony. Remember, traders, that the main reason why we gathered today is the fact that during the middle of the New York session, we're expecting the FOMC. And as you know, FOMC, the Federal Open Market Committee, may provide some important clues for the big guys. And because of that, the market can move chaotically, the market can be volatile. And during today's live stream, I will simply try to help you to prepare for the today's FOMC. I will show you some peculiar instruments that I'm currently watching. Yes, and remember that we also have a very important rule during these live sessions. I won't finish a live stream before I answer all your questions, so feel free to ask and don't be shy. Hello, Muska. Hello, Mr. Technical Yusuf here. Khan here watching this live session. Random videos on YouTube. Here watching this live stream. Levi, Vanda. Nice to see you all. So, what I wanted to start with. I wanted to start with dollar CAD because this morning on dollar CAD I opened a short position. So let me show you why I decided to short the pair, what was the reason behind shorting the pair. Let's execute the multiple time frame analysis and let me show you how my strategy works. So my trading strategy is called the top-down analysis, and the idea of this strategy is that in order to make a trading decision, we should analyze multiple time frames. First, we start with the higher time frame, and then we go lower, looking for multiple confirmations. So here on the dollar CAD pair, your first task will be to analyze the daily time frame. On a daily time frame for you, it is important to get, first of all, what is the current market trend? And secondly, once you identify the trend, you should look for the key levels, the support and resistance, the supply and demand zones, the points from where we will trade. So analyzing dollar CAD here on a daily time frame, I guess we can easily come to the conclusion that the market here is bearish. Why bearish? Because if we pay close attention to the price action, we can spot that here the price set multiple level lows and level highs. Yes, and the classic conditions for the bearish trend here are met. Moreover, if we analyze the minor trend, we can also spot a minor bearish trend here on dollar CAD as well. So the pair is bearish and our bias is bearish. The next step will be to look for the key levels, the points from where we can try to catch this bearish trend, the points from where it will be safe for us to short, expecting a bearish continuation. And how do we analyze the key levels? Basically, we analyze the points that were respected by the market in the past. And we assume that if the certain level were respected by the market in the past, probabilities will be high that in future we will see a similar kind of reaction to that structure. So here you can see that, for example, definitely we have a key level over here. Why? Because from that structure in the past the market bounced very nicely. A bit higher over here we have the structure. Yeah, and from that structure again the market bounced heavily. Over here we have one, over here we have one, and over here we have one. And here, traders, again, we have multiple structures lying very close to each other. Yes, and you can see that all of the structures were recently broken to the downside, and the market successfully violated all of the structures. These structures can be united in one single zone, the so-called zone of supply, the zone of multiple resistances, the zone within the zone where we have multiple key resistances lying very close to each other. So that is the key resistance. First, it was a key support, right? And after the breakout, it turned into resistance from where we can look for shorting opportunities. Now our task will be to analyze the reaction of the price to that structure. First, let's check how the price reacts to the structure on a daily, and let's analyze the candlesticks. I guess you see that after the breakout of that structure, the market set a new level, and then we retraced. And testing that structure, you can see that the market formed multiple doji candles. You can see that bulls were strong initially. Once that resistance was reached, the market became very weak and indecisive. And it is a very positive sign for us traders. Then the next step will be to analyze the lower time frames. The next step will be to analyze how the market reacts to that structure on lower time frames. So let's open a 4-hour time frame. That is the next time frame that we apply in top-down analysis. And here on a 4-hour, our task will be to analyze the price action again and to look for bearish clues. The first bearish clue that we can spot over here is of course the formation of the head and shoulders pattern. Yes, here is the left shoulder, here goes the head, and here goes the right shoulder. And what we knew about that pattern is that it is the classic bearish pattern. And the breakout of the neckline of the pattern is a very strong bearish signal. And you can see after the market completed the right shoulder, the price formed a high momentum bearish candle and the market violated the neckline of the pattern to the downside. Yes, we got the confirmed violation. But that is not the only bearish clue that we can spot right here. If we analyze the high lows, we can also spot that the market here formed the so-called rising wedge pattern. Again, one more important bearish pattern. And you can see that after the market violated the neckline of the head and shoulders pattern, the price bounced from the support of the wedge and the price started to respect the support, the support of the wedge. However, take a look what happened with the market yesterday. Yesterday, the price successfully violated the support of the wedge to the downside as well. So here, traders, we have the double confirmation. First, the price formed the head and shoulders pattern, violated its neckline, but then the price also violated the support line of a rising wedge. So for me, it is more than enough to conclude that probabilities are high that the pair may drop now. So this morning, I decided to open short position. Yes, short position is currently active. stop loss is lying above the highs of the pattern, above the head. And by the way, if you're wondering why stop loss is lying above the head, not above the right shoulder, the point is that the level of the right shoulder and the level of the head are almost equal, right? And for that reason, for the safety reasons, it is recommendable to adjust the stop loss based on the head. Yes, then about the targets. So, because the market is trading in a bearish trend, of course, we can easily expect the bearish continuation to the current lows. Yes, so that is the trade that I suggest. And of course, we have the FOMC today, and everything can change. But I am always following a very simple rule. Big guys know the data before the crowd. Yes, and big money already knew what will happen during the FOMC. For that reason, the price chart starts reflecting the actions of big players. And of course, in order to break the neckline of the head and shoulders pattern, in order to break the rising support of the wedge pattern, very strong trading volumes are required. And of course, only the big players can do that. So we already see the very bearish mood of the big players. So I guess traders' probabilities are on our side. Yes, and I guess that the market should drop. So that is our plan. And do not forget to set your stop loss. Traders, let me know if everything is clear. Let me know if you are following, if you got the logic, and if everything makes sense to you. Then I see a question from Paul about silver. Let's take a look at silver and discuss this one. By the way, I have multiple trading setups for today. The scalping setups, the swing setups. Let me know what is your interest. Yes, just let me know what are you interested more. The day trading, the swing trading, the scalping. Yes, because we have a lot of things to discuss. Sfi says, how big players know what is going to happen? Because big money, yeah, you know, someone knows Powell in person, yeah, or someone knows, I don't know, Biden in person, and the big guys, they share the data, yeah, they share the info, and the market starts reflecting that already, because once big guys know the data, they start acting. Yes, they start investing. They start start using their money to make more money. Yeah, that is how it happens. So I hope you got the point. Yeah, let's take a look at silver. Let's briefly take a look at silver and discuss the situation. As always, pool. Remember that silver is trading in a bearish trend now. Why? Because again, analyzing the price action, here's our high, low, low, high, yes, low, low. The price action is very bearish. And once the market set a new level low, the price retraced. And at the moment, silver is testing, yes, a very strong resistance over here. Yes, we have a very nice and important resistance cluster that the market is testing. Of course, because the market is bearish, probabilities are relatively high that from that resistance we will see a bearish movement. However, we strictly need a confirmation first. So let's check what is happening on lower time frames before we short. If we analyze the 4-hour time frame, we can see that after the test of that resistance here in the 4-hour time frame, the market started to consolidate. You can see that the market started to trade within the range. And those who watch this live streams on weekly basis knew that these ranges are very important, because within these ranges the big players are accumulating their positions, they are placing their orders, and most of the time the direction of the breakout of such a range quite accurately indicates us the future direction of the market. So for now, the plan is that the bearish breakout of the support of the range, the 4-hour candle close below, will be a very bearish signal. Yes, if we violate the support of the range to the downside, if we close below that on a 4-hour, I guess chances will be relatively high that the market will keep falling. However, the support of the range may also be respected, and if the price respects that, if the price closes within the boundaries of the range, we will expect the further consolidation within the range. Yes, so far that is what I see right here. And Paul, I don't see a head and shoulders pattern here at the moment, so probably should clarify the time frame first, because at the moment I don't see any valid head and shoulders pattern right here. Proval says, can you please let us know what is the average realistic return trader can expect monthly from the Forex market, as you have a long time experience, says Rabindra. Rabindra, remember that first of all, everything depends on your risk tolerance. So there are different traders, and some traders are conservative, and some traders risk, for example, 1% of their trading account. The risky traders, however, the aggressive traders, they can risk much more. They can risk 5%, 6%, and that primarily affect their monthly gains, because of course, more you are willing to risk, higher is your potential return. Yes, that is the fact. However, yeah, bigger the risk, bigger the potential drawdown. Yes, and of course, bigger is the risk, higher is the probability that you will wipe your entire trading account. So to me, being the conservative trader, to me, trading with 1% risk per trade, to me, a good result is just 5% monthly. Yes, for me, if I make 5% monthly, it is a good return. And of course, the market doesn't give us the stability. You cannot make 5% each month. Some months you will make like 7, 8, 9, but some months you will make 2, 3, -1, and the average long-term monthly gain of 5% to me is a very, 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 very good result. Traders, let me know in the live chat what to you is a good trading result. Let me know what would you say about the desired returns. Yeah, what would you say is a good monthly return? Now, I see a question from Malik about dollar index. Malik says, if dollar index is bullish, dollar CAD should be bullish. Malik, remember that we do not treat the correlations. Yes, for us, if the dollar index is bullish, it does not exactly mean that we should immediately buy, I don't know, the dollar Swiss, the dollar CAD, the dollar ZAR. No, we treat each and every instrument individually, yes, and of course sometimes we're gonna have the contradictions, but these contradictions may hedge us, because if we, for example, buy dollar index and short dollar CAD, and we will have the positive risk to reward, of course one of the trades can lose, one can win, and we will make more than we lose. Yes, so please do not trade the correlations. In my view, for day trading, correlations are irrelevant, and it is better to concentrate on each and every trading instrument individually. Yes, that is the point. So we see questions about dollar index, so let's take a look at this one and discuss. First thing to note, yes, daily time frame, and in a daily time frame, the trend analysis first, because I want you to realize that at the end of May, the market reached that high, and once that high was reached, the market started to trade in a bearish trend. Yes, you can see that the market started to set lower lows and lower highs. Yes, and we were very bearish. However, then once the market reached that horizontal structure support, once that key support was reached, the market started to reverse. And you can see that here on a daily time frame, we formed a very cute double bottom pattern with the equal leaves. Yes, the pattern was formed, then the price violated the neckline of the pattern to the upside. The neckline was broken, then the market retested the broken neckline, and then we saw a further bullish continuation. So definitely the bullish reversal here on dollar index is confirmed. And one more thing that confirms the bullish reversal is of course a bullish breakout of the resistance line of that expanding wedge pattern. Yes, you can see that here we have the expanding wedge pattern that was broken to the upside. The market closed above its resistance, confirming the violation. So to me, of course, the index looks very bullish now, and I absolutely expect the retest of the current high soon. However, traders, remember that we are trading quite far from the broken resistance of the wedge. And for us, the closest safe point from where we will expect a bullish reaction is the broken resistance of the wedge. So technically speaking, now the index is trading in between the broken trend line and that local high, that local daily resistance. So based on the current perspective, from the current price levels, it is hard to see whether the market will retest the broken resistance or just go up. It's hard to see. So remember that we can easily see the local bearish movement first and only then bullish. And of course, the local bearish movement will support our dollar cat trade. So that is the scenario that I would prefer. Just a couple of words about the intraday time frames analysis. Here on the 4-hour time frame, we can see that the market is kind of ranging here at the moment. Yes, we are trading within the range. And you can see that reaching the resistance of the range, we formed a doji candle. Then if we open an hourly time frame, on an hourly time frame, we can spot that here the market was growing within the wedge pattern. Once the resistance of the range was reached, we were rejected, and then the price violated the support of the wedge to the downside. So to me, the index looks bearish at the moment. Yes, the local intraday outlook is very bearish, and that breakout right here is definitely a very bearish signal. Yes, and I think probabilities will be high that the market will drop. Traders, I also have a very nice trend following opportunity, this swing trading opportunity on pound yen that I prepared for you. Give me yes in the live chat if you want me to share this one with you. Yes, just give me yes. And I see Lemiroy is here asking about EURUSD. Let's analyze this one and check the current situation on EURUSD. EURUSD daily time frame. Again, let's try to get what is happening with the pair. And I guess you see that EURUSD pair was trading in a bearish trend. Yes, the market was very bearish, and once that support was reached, once the price set a new low, reached that support, we see a local bullish reversal. You can see that the market was consolidating, the market was trading within the range, and with this high momentum bullish candle, the market violated the resistance of the range to the upside and initiated the local correctional movement, the local bullish movement. Also, what we can spot here on EURUSD is that the market was also cheating within the falling wedge, and the resistance of the wedge was broken to the upside as well. What else can we spot right here? Also, we can spot, I guess, the falling trend line over here. So what can we say about the current price action on EURUSD? So the market is definitely in a correctional movement. And trading in a correctional movement, we can see that the market is currently ranging. Yes, we have quite strong daily resistance right here that the price perfectly respected. And we have a very wide and strong horizontal support right here. And the price action right here looks like the head and shoulders pattern, again with a quite big neckline. So those who are looking for the trend following opportunities on EURUSD, those who are looking for shorting, for now the best advice is to wait for a breakout of that entire neckline to the downside. The daily candle close below that will be a very bearish signal, and then a bearish continuation will be expected to lower structure levels. Yes, so that is what I see here on a daily. Let's open the 4-hour and discuss the situation on the 4-hour. Let's just remove this trend lines and check if we have something special. Let's try to draw the trend line right here. Yeah, very interesting. You know, we have this falling trend line. Yes, the trend line from where we see the bearish movements. And of course, traders, those who are looking for buying opportunities, I guess for you, for now, the best advice is to, of course, wait for a breakout of that falling trend line to the upside. The 4-hour candle close above that will be a very bullish signal, yes, and then a bullish continuation will be expected. Also, I see the local buying opportunity here as well. You can see that we are testing that minor 4-hour support, and on that minor 4-hour support, the price formed the double bottom. Yes, we have the double bottom. And you can see that at the moment the market is breaking the neckline of the pattern. So if the 4-hour candle closes above the neckline of the pattern, if the 4-hour candle violates the neckline and closes above that, you can consider buying the pair on a retest with the stop loss lying below the lows of the pattern and your goal being that falling trend line. Yes, but remember, you strictly need the 4-hour candle close above the neckline first. That will be your confirmation. Now let's discuss pound yen. I see a lot of yes in the live chat. Yeah, and if you want me to analyze gold after the pound yen, again, give me yes. Let me know if the gold traders are here, because for now I see just one David and Donaldson here as well asking about gold. Let me know, traders, if you want to know my fresh opinion, my fresh outlook, my fresh forecast for gold. And now about pound yen. So first of all, traders, I guess no surprise, pound yen is very bullish. Yes, the market is very bullish, and for a very long period of time the market is growing. Yes, we can see that since, I don't know, since what? Since, I guess, yeah, take a look, traders, how long we are trading in a bullish trend. This one is trading in a bullish trend since 2020. Yeah, so it is really crazy how weak is the yen. And recently we got a very strong bullish wave. Again, the market reached that resistance over here, and from that resistance we retraced. Yes, we got a local correctional movement. And then you can see that the market violated the resistance to the upside. We closed above that on a daily, and then the market was retesting the broken structure. You can see that many times in a row the market retested the broken structure. We formed a doji candle on that, and then we saw a bullish continuation. So I guess you see that the market is strongly bullish, and chances will be high, of course, that the pair will keep growing. The trend, as always, is our friend, so chances will be high that it will go higher. So we should look for the trend following opportunities. Take a look at what I spotted on a 4-hour time frame. If we analyze the price action on the 4-hour time frame, first of all, we can spot that here we have a very strong resistance. You can see that so far 1, 2, 3, 4 times in a row that resistance is respected, and 4 times in a row we saw bearish movements from that resistance. At the same time, we can definitely notice that the price keeps hitting the higher lows. So here we have a very classic pattern. Here we have a very classic head and shoulders pattern. Traders, do you see the pattern over here? This one is the head and, not the head and shoulders, sorry, the cup and handle, the cup and handle pattern right here. And here goes the cup, and here goes the handle. And what we know about that pattern is that the breakout of the neckline of the pattern is a very strong bullish signal. As we know, the violation, the 4-hour candle close above the neckline of the pattern will be a very important bullish trigger. That will trigger a trend following movement. So for you, those who want to buy should definitely wait for a bullish breakout of the neckline to the upside. Yes, that will be a very important condition. Then, if the price breaks above the neckline of the pattern, where the market will go next? Where will be the next target? Because if we open the daily, you can see that we don't have any structure here. Yes, we are kind of trading in the no man's land. So we can spot the key level, the next goal, only on a weekly. Because opening a weekly time frame, you can see that on a weekly we can spot the historical price action of 2015. And analyzing that price action, you can see that here we have a very important and solid resistance. Yes, we have a very important resistance cluster right here. And definitely that resistance cluster will be the closest strong structure. So that resistance cluster will be the goal for our long trade. So returning back to our 4-hour time frame, returning back to our cup and handle pattern, we now know where will be the target for our trade. And then the task is to decide where to set the stop loss. Here again there are two options. The first option is the safe option, the conservative option. With the conservative option, you set your stop loss strictly below the cup. Yes, that is the safest stop loss for such a trade. Also, there is the aggressive option. The aggressive option is to set your stop loss just below the handle. Yes, and of course you can see that setting the stop loss below the handle, the potential reward is much bigger. So personally, traders, I am on the conservative side. As you know, I am a very conservative trader, so to me, safety goes first. However, it is your decision which stop placement to select. Let me know, traders, by the way, in the live chat, which option do you personally prefer? Do you prefer the conservative option or the aggressive option? Also, traders, remember that if you take that trade, it will be a swing trade. And be prepared that the average holding period of such a trade will be around 2 to 3 weeks. So it will be a very it will be the long lasting trade. It will be the trade that will require the patience. It will be the trade that you will keep for a very long time. So be prepared for that. And of course, those who are trading with the small trading accounts, I would suggest only taking that trade, for example, on the demo for educational purposes. Yes. So watch this trading setup. Remember that the market may also respect the neckline and drop. So remember, if the price drops and violates the handle level to the downside, yes, it will invalidate the pattern. Now, traders, let's discuss finally gold. Yes, I see gold, traders. I see a lot of yes in a live chat concerning gold. So let's analyze this one. And those who follow me on TradingView, those who follow me on my free Telegram channel know that I shared a very bullish forecast for gold earlier. Here on a daily time frame, I spotted a very bullish candlestick pattern. I spotted the morning star pattern. Yes, and I want to remind you that this pattern is based on 3 important elements. The first element is the bearish candle, then the doji candle with a strong rejection from the downside, and then a bullish candle. So you can see that the price formed this morning star pattern and then a bullish continuation followed. And moreover, A very nice bullish confirmation was spotted on a 4-hour time frame. When the market was forming this pattern on a 4-hour time frame, the price also formed the inverted head and shoulders pattern. Yeah, you can see that the market formed the head and shoulders pattern. The market violated the neckline to the upside, closed above that on a 4-hour, retested that, and then a very strong bullish reaction followed. Traders, by the way, let me know if you managed to make nice peps following my prediction. Let me know if you managed to make money following this bullish forecast. So what is happening with gold at the moment? So the main reason why the market started to grow is the fact that here on the left we have a very important demand cluster, traders. You can see that if we analyze the historical price action, here we have a very important demand zone that was respected many times in the past, that was respected many times this year. And from that support, a correctional movement initiated. And so far, traders, remember that technically speaking, gold is still trading in a bearish trend. Remember that the market is still bearish and we still keep setting the lower lows and lower highs. And so far, I assume that the bullish movement we see here at the moment is the correctional movement. And our task will be to look for the point, the area from where the next trend following movement will initiate. Of course, the first peculiar structure that is on focus is over here. Yes, you can see that here we got a very strong zone of demand. Yes, we got a very strong support right here, respected many times in the past. After the breakout, the market retested that structure and we saw very strong rejections. You can see that after the breakout, the market retested that structure and you can see that from that we were strongly rejected. You can see that a very strong rejection followed from that, signifying a very strong bearish pressure from that. What else can we see? Also over here is our next resistance cluster. Yes, so if the price violates that cluster to the upside, it will be the next strong resistance on focus. So now the market is approaching that structure and our task is to look for confirmation. Our task will be to analyze the intraday time frames and look for the confirmation of the strengths of the sellers. So let's open a 4-hour time frame. If we open a 4-hour time frame, what can we spot over here? Here we should analyze the price action and here we should get what exactly is happening on gold from the intraday perspective. The first thing to note analyzing the 4-hour time frame is that the market is trading in a minor bullish trend. Once that low was reached, you can see that the market started to set higher lows and the higher highs. So we are trading in a minor bullish trend. Then analyzing the trend lines, we can spot that here the price formed the rising channel. You can see that the price formed a rising channel and you can see that for some reason at night during the Asian session the market violated the support of the channel. However, traders, remember that there are two reasons of the breakout. Can be two reasons. The first reason is the strong volumes, the strong trading volumes and the situation when the trend line is broken because of the strong trading volumes is a very strong signal for us. But sometimes the market violates the channel because of the weakness. Yes, and here you can see that the market violated the support of the channel with a very weak candle, trading in sideways. You can see that if we analyze the candlesticks, we can spot right here that bullish candle. And you can see that at the moment, the market perfectly respects the boundaries of that candle. So here we have the perfect example of the inside bar formation. Yes, that is the inside bar. And you can see that for now, the price perfectly respects the boundaries of the inside bar. So that breakout right here is not valid. That breakout is not a signal for us. Yes, that breakout simply is the manipulation of someone. Yeah, of someone who wants you to believe that gold is bearish. Yes, I hope that these words make sense to you. So we should look for something else right here. The breakout of that channel here is not valid. What else can we spot right here? One more thing that we can note is that here the market formed that candle. Do you see that candle right here? Very peculiar candle. It looks like a doji candle, but you can see that the range of that candle is phenomenally wide. Yes, the range of that candle is very big. So we definitely should focus our attention on that candle. Traders, let me know if you follow. Let me know if everything is clear so far, and let me know if the analysis makes sense to you. So here, analyzing that candle, we can spot one more inside bar formation, because for now you can see that the consequent candles are perfectly respecting the boundaries of that modest bar. So here is one more inside bar formation that we can spot. And that inside bar formation will be our main focus. That inside bar formation is the main thing that will pay close attention to today. If you're looking for shorting gold, what you should look for? You should look for a bearish breakout of the lower boundary of the modest bar. Only when the 4-hour candle closes below that level, below 1919 level, only then a bearish continuation will be expected to lower structure levels. Only then we'll expect a bearish reaction. Yes, that is the point. Concerning the bullish scenario, traders, remember that we have a very strong resistance cluster right here. We have multiple resistances right here. 1, 2, 3, 3 resistances lying very close to each other. So bullish breakout of the upper boundary of the modest bar right here won't be the confirmation. I would not recommend buying the breakout, because buying the breakout, you will go against that solid, strong resistance. Yes, so for now, from the intraday perspective, the only valid scenario is to wait for the bearish violation of the lower boundary of the modest bar. Those who are looking for a bullish confirmation, however, should strictly wait for a daily candle close above that resistance on a daily. If the daily candle closes above that resistance, if the daily candle violates that resistance to the upside, only then a bullish continuation will be expected. Also, I know that there are these scalpers over here watching this live stream, so let's briefly analyze gold from the scalping perspective. Let's open the Nikkei chart and let's concentrate our attention on the market from the scalping perspective. So in order to do that, I simply underline, by the way, on Forex column, the quotes are a bit different, but the fact is that here's our range here. Yes, so let's discuss this one from the scalping perspective. What you should look for if you're a scalper, of course, you should look for trading opportunities from the boundaries of the current range. Yes, and for example, you can see that the market was trading within the channel. And you can see that once the support of the range was reached, a very strong bullish movement initiated. And you can see that here on the 15 minutes time frame, the market violated the resistance of the channel to the upside. Yes, it was broken, and we have the confirmed violation. That violation here is very important, and definitely chances are high that gold will keep growing now. Yes, the 15 minutes short definitely tells us that buyers are currently dominating. Take a look at the strong bullish reaction. Take a look how easily buyers violated the resistance of the channel right here. Yes, definitely chances are high that the market will keep growing now. Moreover, we also have a very important bullish signal being based on a breakout of that horizontal resistance. You can see that we got a very strong resistance here on the 15 minutes chart that was broken to the upside as well. So to me, gold looks very bullish from the scalping perspective. And if you're looking for buying, I would recommend looking for buying opportunities from that blue zone. Yes, that blue zone here will be in focus. And from there, I would suggest looking for buying. So that is traders what I see on gold. And now, please feel free to ask questions. Yes, if I missed something or if you see something else, just ask. Don't be shy and let me know if I need to clarify something for you. Now, I see a question about euro dollar. Let's analyze euro dollar and check what is up with euro dollar at the moment. Let's open the daily. And I guess traders, you would agree with me that the price action on euro dollar looks quite weird at the moment, and the pair acts quite chaotically, and yeah, and for the last, I would say, 2 weeks, the pair looks quite boring, I would say. And definitely, first thing is that we have a very strong support right here. Yeah, we have the resistance right here, and you can see that the price keeps hitting the level highs. Yes, you can see that the price keeps hitting the level highs, and based on this level highs, we can even draw the trend line. So here are the scenarios. So bullish FOMC will most likely will lead to a breakout of that falling trend line. If the daily candle closes above that trend line, it will be a very bullish signal. Yes, and then a bullish continuation will follow. So those who are looking for buying euro dollar, so far the best option for you to follow is to wait for bullish breakout of the trend line to the upside. And those who are looking for shorting, of course, so far that falling trend line is the resort for the sellers to sell from. So those who are looking for short should definitely look for a confirmation to sell from that trend line. Let's check what we have on the lower time frames there. Let's adjust the trend line. Yes, here it goes. So what we see over here. Here we can spot that we are trading within the range here in the 4-hour time frame. Yes, you can see that the market is ranging. So intraday traders, if you are looking for the confirmation on the 4-hour, very bullish signal for you will be a bullish breakout of the resistance of the range here in the 4-hour. Yes, if you do not want to wait for the daily candle close as the confirmation, your confirmation can be the bullish breakout of that resistance. Yes, if the 4-hour candle closes above that horizontal resistance, it will be a very strong bullish signal, and a bullish continuation will follow. And of course, alternatively, a bearish breakout of the support of the range will be very bearish signal, and then a bearish continuation will follow. So these are the scenarios for the intraday traders. And let's just briefly check what is up on an hourly time frame, because we just reached the support of the range. If we open an hourly time frame, traders, here we can spot the falling wedge pattern. Yeah, you can see that we have a falling wedge pattern right here, and you can see that the price tried to violate the neckline, the resistance of that falling wedge. The market tried to violate that, but we closed within the boundaries of the wedge still. So for you, a very bullish signal will be the breakout of the resistance of the wedge. The hourly candle close above the resistance of the range will be a very bullish signal, and then the bullish continuation will follow. So these are the scenarios. A lot of options to trade your dollar. And what again I like about trading is that we don't really care where the market will go. Yeah, if the market violates the resistance of the range, we can consider buying. If the price violates the support of the range, we can consider selling. We have a lot of scenarios right here to follow. So wait for a breakout and only then act accordingly. Yes, that is the plan. Be the captain of your life says, how high do you expect gold will go up? As I said, my friend, remember that here on gold we have a very strong resistance cluster. So for now, that resistance is the resort for the sellers to sell from. So for now, I would say that the market can only go to, yeah, if we talk about the levels, I guess 1929 will be reached quite soon. 1929 level so far is the local goal for the buyers. Yeah, 1929, 1930. Yeah, so far we will expect bullish continuation to the following levels. Then what will be the next one? US 30. I see a question from Mohammed about US 30 index. Let's take a look and discuss this one. Where's the US 30? US 30. Let's analyze. So again, starting from a daily, what do we see on US 30? On US 30, we can see that the market recently reached a very important horizontal resistance. You can see that we got a very strong resistance cluster right here that the market reached. Yes, very important historical structure. And even though the market was growing quite rapidly, even though the market was very bullish, you can see that once we reached that resistance, the market started to slow down. You can see that the market started to slow down, and we see the signs of the weakness. If we open the 4-hour, here in the 4-hour time frame, again, we can see that the index is ranging. Yes, you can see that the market is trading within the range. Yes, forming the double top. Here we have a very perfect double top pattern. So for now, the plan is the following: to wait for a breakout of the neckline of that double top. If the 4-hour candle closes below the neckline of that double top, it will be a very bearish signal for you. And it will most likely trigger a bearish continuation. Yes, and if the price violates the neckline of the pattern to the downside, if we close below this one on the 4-hour, it will most likely trigger a bearish continuation, and we will expect a bearish movement to that horizontal support. Yes, so that is your main focus on Dow Jones Index at the moment. Traders, let me know what else to analyze for you. Let me know if everything is clear, and let me know what else should I cover today. I saw a question about Bitcoin. That will be the next instrument that we will discuss. So let's check. I guess, traders, you saw this crazy pump on Bitcoin. Since 15th of June, the market was growing very rapidly, and the market managed to reach that resistance quite quickly. So the fact is, traders, that Bitcoin is currently consolidating. Yes, currently Bitcoin is trading within the range. Again, the range. You can see, traders, how ranges are important and how often we see the ranges analyzing the markets. As I already said, within the ranges, big players are placing their orders. That is why we always should pay close attention to the ranges. And analyzing Bitcoin, we can see the range. And so far, first of all, about the bearish scenario. So the bearish breakout of the support of that range will be a very bearish signal. If the daily candle closes below the support of the range, definitely a bearish continuation will be expected then. Yes, that will be the plan to short. Also, you can see that at the moment, the market is approaching the resistance of the range. You can see that we have the test of the resistance and a very nice bearish reaction from that. So remember that once we see the ranging market, probabilities are high that the market will keep staying within the range. And once the support of the range is reached, we expect a bullish reaction from its support. And once the resistance of the range is reached, we expect the bearish reaction from that. So let's check how the price reacts to the resistance of the range. Let's look for the clues here on the intraday time frames. The first bearish clue for us is, of course, the breakout of that trend line to the downside. So you can see that we got a rising trend line right here, respected 4 times in a row, and you can see that the trend line was broken to the downside. We closed below that trend line, and of course it is a very bearish signal. And we can also spot that the market also managed to violate that support to the downside. We got a minor horizontal support. That support was broken to the downside as well. So to me, Bitcoin looks bearish now, traders. And I think that we can easily see a bearish movement from the resistance of the range that we spotted in the daily. We have multiple bearish confirmations, so I guess it is reasonable to look for shorting right here. The outlook locally is bearish. And talking about the global perspective, for now traders, it is very hard to make any bullish forecast. Because if we analyze the historical levels on a daily, we can spot that here we have a lot of structures. We have a lot of very important horizontal structures. Yes, and I will be bullish on Bitcoin only when the price will violate that entire cluster to the upsides. Yes, so for now, be very careful with buying this one. Now, what will be the next one? I see a question about pound cat. Let's analyze pound cat, and then I guess will be Euro New Zealand. So let's open pound cat pair and let's check the situation. So on the pound cat pair, analyzing the daily time frame, we can spot that the market is currently trading within the range. Again, the range, traders. Again, the market is consolidating. Again, the price keeps hitting the equal lows and equal highs, respecting the boundaries of the horizontal range. And here it feels like that the market is preparing for a bullish breakout of this one. I see already analyzing the 4-hour time frame some signs of the strength of the buyers. On the 4-hour time frame, we can spot that expanding wedge pattern. And you can see that the resistance of that expanding wedge was already broken. Moreover, here on the 4-hour time frame, we can also spot the cup and handle pattern. Yeah, you can see that here goes the cup, here goes the handle. Yeah, so we have a perfect cup and handle pattern right here as well. So bullish breakout of the resistance of the range will be a very bullish signal. Yes, and the bullish continuation will follow that. So main focus is that range now, and the cup and handle pattern on the 4-hour. Wait for a bullish breakout. That will be a very strong bullish signal. And of course, my advice here is to strictly wait for the daily candle close above. Yes, the daily candle close above the resistance of the range will give the higher probabilities of a bullish continuation. Yes, so that is what I see. Concerning Euro New Zealand, if we open Euro New Zealand, question from GT about Euro New Zealand. Let's open and discuss. And I guess you saw that Euro New Zealand started a very strong bearish movement recently. You can see that since the end of June, the pair is very bearish. And recently, the price violated that horizontal support to the downside. Analyzing the price action here on a daily, the closest strong support that we can spot from the current perspective is this one. Yes, that is the closest strong structure that we see on a daily. And personally, I believe that probabilities will be high that the market will drop to that structure. And of course, the safest point for you to look for shorting will be that broken structure. Yes, I would recommend waiting for occasional retest of that broken structure, and from there I would recommend looking for shorting. Yes, that will be the plan here on Euro New Zealand. Now, dollar Swiss pair. The question from Svi about dollar Swiss. Let's analyze. Anthony says, "Am I invisible?" No, Anthony. I see you. I see you. I see you. I see your questions. After dollar Swiss, we will cover your questions. And traders, by the way, if I am not answering your question, I just me not notice that. So if I don't answer your question after, I don't know, 10 minutes, please just ask again. Yeah, because the chat is moving quite quickly occasionally. Yes, and in order to to read all the messages, occasionally I need to scroll it. Yeah, and sometimes I may miss the questions. Yeah, for example, now again, for some reason, it started to move quite rapidly. Yeah. So anyway, I see question from Uzair about broker. Which trading broker do you use? Uzair, visit my website vasilytrader.com. There you can find the trusted broker, the broker that I trade with. You can find the links there. So dollar Swiss. Dollar Swiss is in a consolidation. Yeah, dollar Swiss is consolidating. We are trading within the range. Also here on dollar Swiss, we have a very important falling trend line. Here it goes. And we also have a very important rising trend line over here. Yeah. So with all that in mind, what can we see? First of all, definitely bullish breakout of the trend line and the horizontal resistance of the range will be a very bullish signal. Yes, if the daily candle closes above that trend line and above that horizontal resistance, chances will be high that we will see a bullish continuation. Yes, if the daily candle closes above that yellow structure and the trend line, I will expect growth on the pair and I will expect a bullish movement to that horizontal structure. Then, if the price drops and violates that trend line to the downside, a bearish continuation to the support of the range will be expected. Then, yes, if the trend line is broken, then bearish movement will be expected to the support of the range. And if the support of the range is broken, then the bearish continuation will be expected. Yes, so these are again these scenarios. And traders, most likely the future direction of dollar Swiss will depend on the today's FOMC. So wait for the release of the news and then wait for the daily violation of one of these structures. Yes, that will give you the confirmation. Yeah, and I hope that everything is clear. So far, analyzing the intraday time frame, so far, I see nothing special right there. So we have just a minor bullish trend here on an hourly time frame, and it feels like so far the pair will keep growing till that yellow resistance is reached. Then Anthony, Anthony says Aussie cat pair. Let's open Aussie cat, Anthony, and discuss. I guess you saw, Anthony, that Aussie cat violated a very important resistance. Yeah, you can see that here we got our resistance cluster, and that resistance cluster was broken to the upside. Yes, you can see that we closed above this one on a daily. So of course, now it is the bullish clue, it is the bullish signal, and of course, chances are high now that the pair will keep growing. And so far, our closest strong resistance is right here. So I think probabilities will be high that that resistance will be reached soon. Yes, bias on Aussie cat pair is very bullish. Couple of words about the intraday time frames analysis. If we open the hourly time frame, I guess, Anthony, you would agree with me that here we can spot quite weird one, but still valid cup and handle. Yeah, here would be the cup itself, and here would be the handle. Yes, so if you're looking for the confirmation, I guess your best confirmation right here can be a bullish breakout of the neckline. Yeah, so that is the main focus at the moment. Yeah, and concerning the yeah. So that is what I see. About Euro Yen. Euro Yen pair daily time frame, and I guess you would agree with me that Euro Yen looks quite weak at the moment. Even though globally, definitely the trend is bullish. Analyzing just the recent price action, we can spot that the pair is slowing down. We can see that the pair has formed the double top here at the daily. What we know about the double top? Double top is the classic reversal pattern, right? Double top signifies the weakness of the buyers. And you can see that we formed the double top with equal highs. And here is the neckline of the pattern. So we will expect a bearish movement on Euro Yen if the price breaks and closes below the neckline. If a daily candle closes below the neckline, it will be a very strong bearish signal, and we will expect a correctional movement on Euro Yen at least to that horizontal support. Yeah, so that is the plan for those who want to catch the correctional movement. Yeah, here on Euro Yen. Alternatively, because the trend is bullish, remember that the market may easily respect the neckline, bounce and break that resistance to the upside. If the daily candle closes above that horizontal resistance, if the daily candle violates that resistance based on the tops and closes above that, chances will be high that the pair will keep growing then. Yeah, so these are the scenarios and these are the things to watch. And again, FOMC today may affect Euro Yen. Yes, it may affect the direction of the pair, so wait for the news. Yes, and you will immediately see the reaction of the market. And then just wait for the daily candle close. It will quite accurately show you the future direction of the pair. Yeah. Svi says, why sometimes chart reverse without forming a reversal pattern? Because of the surprising use, because of the surprise effect, Svi. Remember that occasionally some crazy, weird thing happen. And usually this thing happen very surprisingly. Yeah, like the wars, like the I don't know, like tsunamis, like that. And of course, in order to form the reversal pattern, the market needs time. And when some crazy thing happens, the market have new time to reverse. And the crowd immediately reacts. Yes, that is why. If the market is trading in normal conditions without these surprises, it just follows the rules of supply and demand. And at some moment, for example, the bullish market becomes overbought, it forms the reversal pattern, and it starts the correction. But because of the surprising use, because of the cataclysms, because of the surprising events, the market reverses without the patterns. Yeah, I hope you got the point. Now, New Zealand dollar. New Zealand dollar pair, that will be the next one, and then dollar yen. Dollar yen, New Zealand dollar first, and then we'll analyze dollar yen. So what we see on New Zealand dollar pair. So here on the daily time frame, we can see the expanding wedge pattern. You can see that the price formed the expanding wedge, and you can see that the market successfully violated the falling resistance of the wedge to the upside. It is a very important bullish signal right here, and taking into consideration that before the formation of the wedge, the price formed a strong bullish impulse. I guess that breakout right here is a very bullish signal, and probably bullish continuation is coming. However, so far the safest point to join the bullish movement will be the retest of a broken resistance of the wedge. So those who want to buy, I would strictly recommend wait for retest of a broken resistance of the wedge first. Then also we should definitely consider the fact that New Zealand dollar pair also reached that daily resistance. You can see that here we have a local daily resistance, the horizontal resistance based on the last low high. And if we analyze the reaction of the price to this one on a 4-hour, we can spot that here in the 4-hour time frame the price formed a double top. You can see that here goes our first top, and here goes our second top. And at the moment the market is breaking the neckline of the pattern. You can see that we have the breakout attempt of the neckline of the pattern. So I think that the fear will be bearish if the price closes below that neckline. If the 4-hour candle closes below the neckline, we will expect a bearish movement. If the 4-hour candle closes below that neckline, we'll expect a bearish movement to the broken trend line. Yeah, so in 32 minutes, the 4-hour candle closes. So you should strictly wait 32 minutes more. And if the 4-hour candle closes below the neckline, then a bearish continuation will be expected. Yes, that is so far the plan. Now, pound dollar pair. Pound dollar. So many questions today. So many questions. I really like the fact that the live chat is very active today. Yeah, and I'm really happy that you are asking questions. I'm really happy that you are interested in top-down analysis. And yeah, I hope that my analysis makes sense to you. So what we see on a pound dollar pair. If we open a daily, yeah, first thing is that we are definitely bullish. We are trading in a bullish trend. Recently, the price set a new high close on a daily, and then a correctional movement started. And the price dropped to a key daily support. Yes, here was our key daily support from where the price nicely bounced. What else can we spot right here? Also, we can spot that here we have the resistance. Yes, here we have the horizontal resistance. And even though the candle kind of closed above this one, I guess you would agree with me that from a current perspective, it doesn't feel like it is a valid breakout. It feels like the market is still consolidating. It feels like the market participants are still waiting for something. If we open a 4-hour, what can we spot on a 4-hour? Let's try to draw some trend line right here. Nothing on the 4 hours so far. I guess no clues. Let's also try to draw the trend line from here. Yeah, let's open an hourly. Let's open an hourly and discuss what can we spot in an hourly. On an hourly time frame, we can spot that on an hourly time frame, the market was steadily growing within the wedge. Yes, the market was steadily growing within the wedge. And you can see that it turned out that the price managed to violate the support of the wedge to the downside. We got the breakout, we violated that, and we retested the broken support of the wedge. And you can see that the bearish reaction follows now. So the local forecast is that most likely the pair will keep falling. To me, it feels like the pair may drop, and so far I would say that the pair can drop to that support. Yes, so bias here on pound dollar is locally bearish, and most likely this one will manage to reach that support. And concerning the FOMC effect on pound dollar, so far, traders, so far the price action right here is quite weird, to be honest. So far, I would recommend just focusing on that rising trend line. Yeah, the bearish breakout of that rising trend line may trigger bearish continuation. Yeah, so far that is the only recommendation that I can give you concerning the FOMC trading on pound dollar. Colm says, great work, thanks. Thank you so much. Thank you, cheaters, for supporting my work. Thank you so much for all your support. Now, what will be the next one? So New Zealand cat. We didn't analyze. Let's open New Zealand cat. And on New Zealand cat, analyzing the daily time frame, we can spot the perfect example of the false breakout. Right here we got our key support that was broken, and it turned out that here we got the false breakout. After the breakout, the market formed high momentum bullish candle, and we can see that now the pair is growing. And also recently we have also violated that resistance to the upside. So far the pair looks bullish. I think that you would agree with me that the pair looks very bullish. And so far our closest strong resistance on New Zealand cat is over here. That is our closest resistance cluster. So I think chances will be high that the market will go higher. Yeah, chances will be high that the market will keep growing to that resistance. Kenal says, hi, sometimes the market respects your key levels without confirmation. Now how should I place orders in that type of situation? Remember, Kenal, that sometimes the market respects the key levels, sometimes the market breaks the key levels, and sometimes the market does the false breakouts. So sometimes the market reacts to the key level without confirmation, sometimes with the confirmation. In trading, everything is possible. In trading, everything can happen. So you should. Why I'm looking for the confirmations is because confirmations increase the probabilities that the market will truly react to the key level that is spotted. So you can try different approaches. You can try trading key levels aggressively without the confirmation, and you can try trading the key levels with the confirmation, and just compare what is better and find your own way to trade. Yes, following my recommendations, but do your own research and compare what is better. But I'm quite sure that you will realize the fact that with the confirmations you will trade more accurately. Yeah. Now, silver. My friend, I guess we already discussed silver in brief. We started today's live stream analyzing silver. We spotted that resistance here on a daily time frame from where we see strong rejections, and analyzing the intraday time frames on a 4-hour time frame, we spotted the range. Yes, the main focus on silver now is that horizontal range, and we discussed that in order to confirm the bearish continuation here on silver, we are waiting for the breakout, the 4-hour candle close below the support of the range. If the 4-hour candle closes below the support of the range, it will be a bearish signal, yes, and then a bearish continuation will most likely follow on silver. So that is the plan for now. EURUSD we analyzed, yes. Timil, please check the recording. We already discussed EURUSD. We discussed not discussed EURUSD. Sorry. Let's take a look at this one. So what can we spot on EURUSD? Again, here we can spot a perfect example of the false breakout. You can see that here the price violated that key resistance to the upside, but closed above that on a daily. However, then the market formed a strong bearish candle and the market returned back below that structure. So the breakout here was false. Then the market dropped, and you can see that here we reached that horizontal key level. You can see that here we got a horizontal structure that the market reached, and you can see that we have a perfect bullish reversal right here testing that structure. So the market was falling nicely, then we formed a bullish candle, then a strong bullish candle, and now bulls are pushing. And if we open an hourly time frame, you can even spot right here a perfect bullish confirmation. Here in an hourly time frame, you can spot a very perfect inverted head and shoulders pattern. Yeah, you can see that here the price formed the left shoulder, the head, here goes the right shoulder, and you can see that the market successfully violated the neckline to the upside. Yes, closed above that. Then we retested the broken neckline, and now bullish continuation follows. So to me, it feels like EURUSD pair will most likely keep growing. Yes, and I think we will most likely go higher. Price action is very bullish. The level that we spotted right here is very strong. So I guess it is reasonable to expect a bullish continuation here on EURUSD. The outlook is very bullish. Then NASDAQ index. Let's analyze NASDAQ and discuss this one, NAS 100. And this one is testing the highs as well. So similarly to US 30 index, we have the test of a key resistance here on US 100 index. Yes, we have a very important structure that the market is testing. And if we look left, right here, we can also spot that that structure right here matches with that key historical structure. You can see that we have a very strong resistance that the market is approaching here at the moment. So two scenarios here, of course. Of course, the bullish breakout of that resistance will be a very phenomenal, very strong bullish signal. And taking into consideration the fact that we are trading in a strong bullish trend now, of course it is possible. Of course the market can break that resistance. And of course the breakout will push the pair much higher. Yes, so that is the scenario for those who want to buy the index. Alternatively, monitor the 4-hour time frame. If we open the 4-hour time frame, here in the 4-hour time frame, we have the head and shoulders pattern. Yeah, you can see that here we have the left shoulder, here we have the head, and here goes the right shoulder. And the market is currently testing the neckline. So the breakout of the neckline of the pattern will be a very bearish signal that will lead to a bearish continuation on the NASDAQ index. So that is what I see. Now, the next one is dollar yen. Sorry, I forgot to analyze dollar yen. I already saw the questions about dollar yen in the live chat. Just missed your question, traders. So let's open the naked chart. By the way, let's open the naked chart and discuss this one. So if we open dollar yen pair on a daily time frame, we can spot that the pair is currently approaching a very important resistance. Yes, you can see that here we have a very important horizontal structure cluster. And take a look how important it is. First it was the resistance. After the breakout, it turned into support from where we saw strong bullish reactions. And now most likely it turned into resistance again. And analyzing the candlesticks, we can spot that here on a daily time frame. Again, we have the classic example of the inside bar formation. Yes, and here you can see that the market is perfectly respecting the boundaries of the Mother's bar. You can see that the price respects that high and that low. So the daily candles are currently trading within the range of the so-called Mother's Bar. And in order to confirm the initiation of a bearish movement here on dollar yen, my advice to you is to wait for a bearish breakout of the lower boundary of the Mother's Bar. If a daily candle closes below the lower boundary of the Mother's Bar, that will be a bearish signal. Yes, and then a correctional movement will most likely follow. Then if we analyze the intraday time frames, here on the intraday time frames, we already see the important bearish clues. First, we can spot right here the wedge, if I remember correctly. Yeah, we have the trend line right here, and we have the trend line right here. So you can see that the market was trading within the rising parallel channel, and the support of the channel was already broken. So it is already a bearish clue. It is already the bearish local bearish confirmation. Yes, the confirmation of the local strengths of the sellers. So I think that most likely we're gonna see the correctional movement on dollar yen quite soon. You can see that the market is quite overheated at the moment. We haven't seen a pullback on dollar yen for quite a while. So my advice to you here, traders, is to wait for a correctional movement. Yes, the structure that we spotted here on a daily is very strong. So be prepared for a correctional movement. Now, traders, I hope that you enjoyed the live session. I hope that you enjoyed the analysis, and so far my words make sense to you. Aussie dollar pair. Question from Don Vanny. Let's check this one and analyze. So, Aussie dollar pair is currently trading within that wide range. Yes, we have a very strong support right here. We have the resistance, and from that resistance, strong bearish movement initiated. So far, analyzing the minor structures, our closest minor structure is lying somewhere right here. And for now, it is not reached. So my advice for now is to let the price reach that structure, because from that structure, we can look for a local trend following movement. Then if we open a 4-hour and analyze the current situation on the 4-hour, we can spot right here the kind of the channel. Yeah, would you agree with me that this one here looks like a bearish flag? Here is the flagpole, and yeah, and here goes the flag itself. Yeah, traders, it looks like it is the bearish flag. So those who are looking for shorting the pair, I guess you should monitor the breakout of the support of the flag to the downside. Yes, if the market breaks and closes below the support of the flag, it will be a bearish signal. Yes, and it will lead to a bearish continuation. By the way, the scalpers can also consider treating the boundaries of the flag. So for now, the support of the flag is the resort for the buyers to buy from, and the market can easily bounce from that. So once the market is approaching the support of the flag, you can monitor the 15-minute chart and look for a confirmation there to buy. What can be your confirmation? On the 15-minute chart, you can see that the pair is trading within the channel. Yes, so your bullish confirmation here on the 15 minutes time frame first will be the test of the support of the channel, and then the breakout of its resistance to the upside. Yes, that can give you a very nice scalping signal. It can give you a very nice scalping long opportunity. Yes, so consider that scenario as well. Yeah. Then, how many pairs should I focus as a beginner? I guess you can consider the dollar majors. Yes, that will be enough, because the dollar majors are kind of the correlated or negatively correlated. So I guess for the newbie trader, it is recommendable to just take let me show you, to just take the euro dollar, pound dollar, dollar yen, dollar cat, Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar, dollar Swiss. That would be the list for you. I see a question from Rohit about dollar cat. Remember, traders, that we discussed the short trade on dollar cat, and so far, the market goes against us. Yeah, so we spotted at the beginning of this live stream the formation of the head and shoulders pattern here in a 4-hour time frame. We spotted the rising wedge, and we spotted the double breakout, the breakout of the neckline of the pattern, and the breakout of the support of the range to the downside. So we are very bearish on the pair, and even though the market is currently growing, we keep holding our short. Ahead, we will see the retest of a broken support of the wedge. So from there, the bearish movement may follow. And I see a question from Salih about WTI crude oil. If we open WTI crude oil, we can see that on a daily time frame, WTI crude oil is consolidating. We can spot that WTI crude oil perfectly respects that support and that resistance. And also, by the way, we also have the important daily resistance over here. So recently the price reached the support of the range, and from the support of the range, bullish movement initiated. So far, I assume that the market will most likely keep growing to the resistance of the range. Yeah, so far, I would expect a bullish movement to 72.4 level. I also spotted a very nice intraday confirmation here on the 4-hour time frame. You can see that we got a strong intraday resistance. That intraday resistance was broken, then we retested that, and after a retest, a very nice bullish reaction followed. So to me, it feels like the market will most likely keep growing. Traders, so remember that the main reason why we gathered today was the fact that today we are expecting the FOMC during the middle of the New York session. And I hope that my today's analysis will help you to prepare for today's FOMC. As always, traders, if you're interested in more education, don't forget to check my website. It is vasilytrader.com. There you can learn about my premium trading academy, where I do this live sessions on a daily basis. There you can check my VIP signals group. There you can check my premium book and course. Also, traders, do not forget to subscribe to my social networks. I have Instagram, I have free Telegram channel, I have the Facebook group, I have trading view page. All the links are in the description below. Don't forget to share your feedbacks. Please let me know how you want me to improve this live streams. Let me know how can I improve the quality of this live streams. Please share your thoughts, and as always, thank you for being here. I always appreciate your presence. Thank you for your questions, and thank you for the feedbacks. Thank you, guys.